Next up, Teruteru. Just as I thought he was a sneaky little pervert. Seriously, the amount of innuendos and sex jokes he came up with there? Don't look, kids. But there were some good parts about him. He made Nikujaku for everyone, even if Sayonji spiked it. Tried to help bring Chisa back safely. Tried to help find Mikan. I really liked seeing the nicer side and helpful side of him. I guess he was the loyal type, huh? And then Mahiru. I learned that Mahiru only helped to cover up Natsumi's murder because Saito lied to her, so killing her was kind of pointless. You know how much I hate liars. I also don't think she deserved to die. Never did, never will. And at least she wasn't as harsh on the boys as she will be in the future. That sounds weird just thinking about it. I'm not sure what else to say about her really, because I was hoping to get to know her more, but I feel like we didn't really. But I do know that she's logical about certain things. Unless it's just me, because I used to be a Meiji student like my hero. Next up, Fuyuhiko. I'm surprised and relieved that I didn't get to hate or dislike Fuyuhiko. I mean, sure, he was rude at times, but above all, he was cool. Even if he did kill Saito off screen, who was voiced by Lucy Christian, who voiced Mariko in Elfin Lead.
Neat.
And his loyalty towards Peko was so sweet as well. I don't really ship it, but I wouldn't mind if it was canon. When I saw the walkthrough of Super Danganronpa 2, I found it really hard to believe when Peko said that Fuyuhiko was too nice. But seeing what he was like in the anime, I get what she meant now. I still don't understand why he wanted to keep his relationship with Peko a secret. And yeah, I felt bad for Fuyuhiko when he saw his sister's dead body and I thought she would be the reason for him falling into despair. Apparently not. Anyway, next up, my favourite character, Ibuki Miyoda. Still the same lovable rockstar as I love.
No homo.
And I thought it was funny as to how she got suspicious over Fuyuhiko and Peko. I just thought she was funny all over. Even in that bit of episode 6 where she kicked her toe saying, "Whoops, my foot slipped." Oh, Ibuki. I know I said I got angry when Jinko converted them all into despair, but for Ibuki and Gundham Sensei, it broke my heart. I'm pretty sure it shattered when I saw everyone crying, and it broke me more when Chiaki died. I just wanted to shield their eyes and make them escape and maybe hug Ibuki and try and bring hope back into her eyes. At least she's back to normal now. I still can't believe a Funimation voice actress is Brina Pelenica, who voiced Ciel in Black Butler, and I in Hellgirl. I loved watching that anime. Okay, Sonia is next. And for a student, she seemed pretty normal. You might not have actually known she was a princess, actually. I thought in this timeline she was a bit too normal. I'm not saying I don't like her, because I do. I just didn't find her as interesting as the second game. She did a few funny things, but not as many things that were interesting. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry! Don't cry, I'm sorry! Now for Nekomaru. Oh yeah, he was the man. He was still amazing and funny, but he was also very caring, even if he had to be caring the hard way. I'm also starting to think that maybe he and Gundham Sensei were best friends at Hope's Peak. They were either doing things together or fighting out like friends. I think that's how it works with boys anyway. Oh dear god, the despair. He did the same with Akane and it was obvious those two liked each other. Maybe it's just me. Okay, now for Akane. Down, girl, calm down! I mean, she was often hyper and ready for anything. There's nothing wrong with that, but she just needs to calm down. But at least her relationship with Nekomaru was as good as before. Sorry, I ship it. But above all, she's still cool. She did not deserve to be in that despair at all. Not even in Super Danganronpa 2. Her family life, losing her closest friends, Mikan betraying her, and that also happened? F*** you, Junko. Akane's been through enough. Okay, Peko's up next. I really like how we got to see her interactions with Fuyuhiko, and for the fact she showed a bit more emotion. She seemed caring towards certain people, and you could tell how she felt about Natsumi. And as to be expected, she was loyal. Not just towards Fuyuhiko, but to everyone else. I'm surprised she went to fight Makuro as Komaeda requested and she lost. I thought her profile said she was unbeatable. Apparently she isn't now. But at least she was trying to fit in. And now for Sayonji. I know I ranted a bit on how much I hated Sayonji, but in this, she wasn't as bad. Still, she bullied Mikan, which I still disapprove of. But she pulled the best prank in episode 2. What? I liked it. It was mainly because of the boys. That got me the most. So I forgave her for doing that scene. She was harsh and there were moments where I thought, bitch, please. Especially at this bit. That made me laugh way too much, and for once I wasn't even sorry. But then from episode 7 onwards, I felt like she was trying to redeem herself for some reason. She seemed a bit nicer, started caring when Mikan disappeared, even if she had a bitchy way of showing it at times. And I actually felt guilty when she became the ultimate despair because that meant I would end up hating her again. Aww. But at least she started to treat Mikan a bit more in the Hope arc and she became a better person after that. So afterwards, I decided to call her Hiyoko. Otherwise, she's Soy Sayonji Super Danganronpa 2. Sorry. Okay, who's next? Oh, Kazuichi. Got it. Wow, talk about a fanboy with bad luck. No, not you! Get out of here! I've already spoken about you! Anyway, I don't see anything wrong with Kazuichi here as well, but there are moments where I thought, bro, don't do it! He was a little overconfident at times, but I'm guessing it was only to impress Sonia. Nice try, it didn't work. But just as before, he did have some pretty funny moments, including that silly face pulling. By the way, does anyone know what Kazuichi was building in the first episode? I don't know what it was. A car? A stage? A UFO? Anyone? Now on to Gundham Sensei. I still can't believe they named him after Exodia! Sorry, little Karibo. He was funny at some moments, but what I liked about seeing him here was his caring side. I mean, in the Super Danganronpa 2 game, he was always in denial about being friends and like why he preferred to be alone. But in the anime, he was hanging around with everyone, talking to them more, got concerned when Mikan went missing, and he showed this through animals as well, which I must admit I wanted to see that for ages. Not just his cute little hamsters.
What?
Nothing! Nothing! But, yeah, just like Ibuki, my heart broke when Gundham fell into despair. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's actually my second favourite character overall, but he's actually my favourite male character. I still can't believe his Funimation voice actor is Kaiser Neko, who's a member of Team 4 Star. My mind has been blown from it. And now onto the imposter, aka... Loki, is that you? Oh, it isn't. He really is the ultimate imposter, isn't he? I liked how he decided to impersonate Ryota just so the real Ryota could try and finish his anime. He should have taken the imposter's advice though. I mean, I animate as well, and when I tried animating at college and uni, it was difficult. Mainly because of the timing and the deadlines. I also felt like the imposter had impersonated it as an animator before because of this. But what we finally got to see was what he was really like. Kind, thoughtful, and trusting. And we got to see his true face, which I honestly did not expect to see, so it was a lovely surprise. But yeah, he was really nice. You could probably ship him with anyone. Oh, and speaking of ships... No! Not that! I was going to talk about Mikan! Thank you. Okay, the reason I was going to talk about Mikan next is because of her interaction with Imposter, and I started to ship them. Come on, admit it, some of you did too.
I ship Junka x Mikan.
Fair enough. But as for Mikan, she was still the same unconfident victim we all loved. I thought it was interesting when she got excited over the fact that the 78th class were going to turn up and she got excited to be a senpai. I could relate to the old Mikan in some ways, so I understood how she was feeling. But I found it interesting over the way she said it and how she became close friends with the imposter. And that was a really touching scene. It was almost as if the imposter was her first friend and just like, you know, cute. And then she met bitch-face Junko and turned her into a whore. A murdering whore, if you will. And the reason I'm angry about that is because that's not Mikan at all. That's her opposite. Same with the others as the ultimate despairs. But I guess watching that video of the first killing game and Junko using her charm made Mikan act differently. I thought that was kind of interesting as well, so... yeah. Okay. That's it, I'm afraid. That's it. All done. The end. Sadly. But before I end this, I just wanted to say thank you so much for letting me be a part of this fandom. It was relatable, it made me laugh, it made me cry, and it even gave me inspirations for the future, because, believe it or not, my natural talent is being a writer, so you might as well call me the ex-ultimate author. But the most thing I'm really grateful for in this fandom is the amount of friends I've made. Not just online and with all you guys who are probably watching this right now, but to my friends in real life. I mean, most of my real friends in real life took part in this. And I'm so glad I met you guys. If you're watching this, and all my other friends, if you're watching this right now, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you guys are my friends. I'm so happy that I met you, and I'm so happy of all the things we have done together. I cherish all those moments every single time, and I still can't believe we've all been friends for either over a year or almost a year. I'm just so happy about that. And I'm also grateful to you guys who are watching this right now. I may not know you personally, but after all the support you've given me, after all the things we've spoken about together, thank you so much. I enjoy talking to you, I enjoy discussing reviews with you guys, I enjoy all the comments and the support you give me. And I've just enjoyed being part of this fandom so much. I'm just so grateful. Even though the story has officially been ended, I'm going to try my best and make things better. I'm going to try my best and continue to keep this fandom alive. I'm going to make more animations, hopefully make more pictures as well, and, just try and make it, even happier for everyone. And don't worry, the 78th class and all the others who died at Future Foundation will always be remembered. I will be reviewing the next Danganronpa 3 game, Danganronpa V3. That's not gonna end well. I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope I'll see you guys in that video as well. See you soon. Bye!